Hi, this is Talking with David, 21. The last time I did this was 12th of February 2012, and it was a very different world back then. I think you could say seismic changes have occurred in the world since February 12th, 2020. Hopefully Talking with David will be an annual thing held on February the 12th or thereabouts every year. So hopefully next year I'll do Talking with David 22. So I won't be talking about the COVID-19 pandemic because I think I've said previous times on this channel, you will have it 24/7 if you follow the media. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you some of my stuff. I'm going to start with the small bookmarks, and also during it I'm going to be talking about various things, mostly plans for the year, really. I'm going to start with the small bookmarks. I would say business card sized, although some of them are smaller. Here's my smallest bookmark. It's sort of a manga bookmark. I think I got this from a comic book convention, either a comic book convention or a art exhibition, but I think it was a comic book convention. And if you're at a comic book convention or whatever convention or art exhibition or whatever, you'll find a lot of free little business cards and stuff, and I use them as free bookmarks. This is sort of a magnetic bookmark, I think. Strips there, falls over. And that's the Glasgow skyline. So that bookmark is perfect for any book set in Glasgow or any book set in contemporary Glasgow, modern times. I think I've got quite a few books like that. For me, a bookmark really does have to fit in with the book. I've got quite a few Western bookmarks that I'll show you. For sci-fi, I've got those NASA space postcards. I use those as bookmarks. I've got a few medieval type bookmarks. Any bookmark, any postcard with stained glass or picture of stained glass, I would say works perfectly for a medieval type of book or any type of book set in a church. I'm not sure what this is. It's a wee hologram thing. I don't know if that shows up on the camera. I don't know why. Some sort of trading card game or something. So that works perfectly for any sci-fi book. Wow, it's quite trippy. I don't know if I'm holding that the right way up. I don't know if there's a right way up. And this will be from a art exhibition. Yeah, I'm not going to turn down a free bookmark. And also, businesses will have business cards. So those also work well as bookmarks. Here's another hologram. And this came free with a cereal. I don't know what I'd use this bookmark for. Maybe a Western. Or here's a bunch of cacti. I could use that for a Western book. Here's sort of a fantasy type of bookmark. And I've got the mountains there. It's another artist. I think I got this at a comic book convention, but I'm not entirely sure. Another artist. Here's another fantasy type of bookmark. CG artist. Lego bookmark. Suppose that worked with a horror. And I got these free supermarket, I think. Now I'm going to go on to the Western bookmarks. I'll just be showing my favourites, I think. Starting with this one. I mean, that's a classic Western landscape there. I've seen that in so many movies. I think The Searchers filmed sort of in that type of landscape. Can't quite remember. Boar's Tusk, Wyoming. This unusual rock formation is located in southwestern Wyoming, near Rock Springs, standing hundreds of feet high. It was used as a landmark by the early pioneers. See what else I have. Been a long time since I read a Western. Can't remember the last one I read. Trying to find a landscape one. Oh, that's quite nice. A rainbow in the desert and the saguaro cactus, that classic stereotypical cactus. That's really nice. Doesn't say where this is, but I think it's Arizona. So this year I don't think I'll be doing March Mystery Madness. It's not that I didn't enjoy it last time. It's just not. Crime and mysteries aren't really for me. I think if the library were open I probably would do it, but crime mysteries are not the type of thing that I they're not the type of thing that I would buy, and they're not something that I read all that often. They're quite rare. If something's there or if it really grabs my interest, I would read it, but it's not usually the type of thing I read. I think I might take a crack at March of the Mammoths. I've got quite a few books that qualify as mammoths or chunksters. I'll see. I'll try. Next I'll go on to some, I think my hands are clean, very old science fiction magazines. I can't really describe the smell of them. There's this, it's a pleasant sort of smell, but it's a strange, pleasant smell. I don't know how to describe it. There's sort of a sweetness to it. A sort of earthy type of smell, or woody type of sawdust smell maybe. But I love the covers of these old science fiction magazines. I don't think I've actually read any of these, and I am sort of, well, I should be more careful about how I handle some of these. They're some might be 1950s, some I think quite a few in 1960s. Doesn't say. I mean, lockdown, I haven't really gone through my shelves, and I really should have. There's still plenty of time to do that. Go through the shelves with a duster and really sort of look and maybe inventory what I have. World science fiction. It's that same smell. Backwards, well. That old classic look. It makes me nostalgic for a time where it never existed. Copyright 1955. See that bottom there. Oops. I mean, I really should be handling these a lot more carefully. I don't think they're exactly expensive. I think some of them go for £10, but if you're lucky, if you root around, some of them will be £5. I don't know if you'd get any for £1. Maybe some of the more modern, like the more modern Asimov, got some that I'll show you. And as I say, I've not read any of these, but I am a bit worried about touching them. They're pretty sturdy things, but if I were reading them, I think they might get a bit creased. I wouldn't want to do that. 1955, wow. Let's see what else we have. I think this is a more modern one. Bizarre. Front cover. I don't think he likes getting his picture painted. Weird. It's got the classic sort of advertising. Apparently in 1953. I know, it looks more modern than that. Some of the, only two of them have the plastic wrapping. Science fiction. Not exactly bright colours. This one is 1957. It has to have a few marks. Spine's a bit dog-eared. I've actually been wondering if there's any videos on YouTube about book preservation, book protection, sort of. If there's any, could you please let me know? I don't think I've done a search, but I don't think I saw anything. I think, yeah, here's a more modern one, 2008. I may have got it for 50p or £1. Pretty good. Running robot there. A very classic look. Yep. Oops. This one's a bit fragile and not exactly in the best condition. Got a bit of a battered sort of spine there. Ugh. It doesn't say. I mean, it looks old-ish. March 1956. Oh. That front page is hanging a little bit. Yeah, otherwise it's fine condition. Another one with a loose front page. I think this is just one story. Empire by Clifford D. Simak. This year I'm going to be a lot more easy with DNFs, so hopefully I'll have time to read a lot more stuff and get through a lot more stuff. I think there's quite a few books that I'm halfway through. If you saw the BookTube spin video, I mean, that's why I have bookmarks, but hopefully, as I've said in another video, there'll be a lot of finishing for the year 2021. That's a classic cover, maybe my favourite. The fighting robots. Or robot. Sometimes from time to time I hear people saying robot in the old announcers. I say robot, R-O-B-O-T. Some recognisable names there. Larry Niven, Frederick Paul. The Alien by Raymond F. Jones. Oh, I should go through these sometime. Original book. I am really wary of handling these things. I like that cover. $1965. I thought I had more of these magazines from the 60s, but I guess not. Oh dear. Corner's missing. I mean, all these are still readable. Apparently I got this for £1. I don't know how many second-hand bookshops are going to be surviving in 2021 when things, I don't know, we'll see how things progress. We'll see. I mean, the owners themselves, I don't know how old they are. Hopefully, those bookshops will survive, but we'll see this year how things progress. Here's a more modern one, 1994. I either got this for 50p or £1. But wherever you are, you sometimes come across science fiction magazines. There's probably lots and lots on eBay. I've never checked, and I think there'll probably be online booksellers. I think there'll probably be some on Etsy as well. Yeah, I remember we used to get I think it was Scholastic, and they used to do a advertisement like this. It was in colour. I think it was like an A4 size. I miss those. Last 4 here. To me, that's a very 70s cover. Sort of a kind of heavy metal magazine-esque type illustration there on the back. Yeah, 1979 says up there. Yeah, I like that cover. I love the one with the spaceships. That looks quite old, but 1960. Quite amazing how these things hold up. To be that old and it's still in, I would say, reasonably good condition. Science fantasy. Somewhere there. The back's a bit beaten. Nope. another one from 1960. I might have got some of these 1961s for £1. In Glasgow there's a place called Voltaire and Rousseau. If I can get the postcode, I'll put it down below. I'll also leave a link down below for Talking with David 20, just to show you the origin of the idea. You'll get they've got a really good science fiction section. A lot of the old classics. You've got Moorcock, you've got Frederick Pohl, A.E. Van Vogt. You've got a few of these magazines, not too many, and they always do really good prices. I'd say I think all of the science fiction ones are paperback. Really old looking one. I think it'd be quite deceptive sometimes. 1963. Apparently I got it for £1.50. I'm not sure what that translates to in terms of dollars. Maybe that's $1, maybe less. So now I'm going to move on to some of the science fiction paperbacks I've got that I really love. I don't know what it is about the science fiction covers, but I think these are the best. They're a feast for the eyes, and every time I'm in a second-hand bookshop I just cannot resist. They always look so good. And I've got so many, but I think most of them are unread. Writing wise, I haven't I don't think I've written anything. I'm not sure what to do. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be finished. Hopefully I'll take part in Cab NaNoWriMo and NaNoWriMo. Maybe more than one Cab NaNoWriMo. We'll see. I've got to go through all the old work. I need to get back into the thing of writing every day. I've got one finished thing that needs editing, but not looking forward to it. I need to do it on the old another laptop. As for some reason this Chrome thing, certain things don't upload well. Whether it's Microsoft Word or RTF, but they don't load well. It's a bit of a pain, but submissions, I don't know. I was thinking of just building up lots and lots of work and then submitting stuff, sort of like a what I would call a Netflix type thing. You have so much stuff, and 99 things might be bad, but the one thing might be good, and that one thing might get a movie deal or some sort of lucrative thing. A silly idea, but I was watching a video. It's called The Prince Vault. It's about apparently Prince was, well, he was prolific, but he was so prolific that he did something like an album every week. Wow. And Prince, his career, I think, spans 4 decades apparently, and he did all that work for other artists. But there is apparently, I don't know where the vault is located, somewhere in the US I think, but there's a vault and I don't know how much unreleased stuff he has, but I mean, it's a lifetime worth of stuff. It might not ever be released, but wow. Yeah, if I could have a vault, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So on to the science fiction paperbacks. K.H. Shear, Immortal Unknown by K.H. Shear. Perry Rodin 13. I've not read any of these works. I don't think I've ever read K.H. Shear. I think this is a Chris Foss. Front cover looks like Chris Foss. Does it say? Don't think it does. This is book 13 in the Perry Rodin series. I don't see it. No, it doesn't say, but I think it's Chris Foss. Front cover illustration. The Fortress World by James Gunn. I don't think I've read James Gunn. Maybe I've read one work, but I don't think so. I love those old prices. 65p. Apparently I got this for £1.50. I'm not always a fan of the writing in pencil, although it's easy enough to erase. Again, I think it's Chris Foss, but I don't see. It doesn't say who the front cover is by, but it definitely looks like Chris Foss. That type of style, I think that's definitely him. Here's another cover that I think is very 1970s. So a 1970s look. Gold the Man by Joseph Green. At one point I think I had 2 copies of this, or either that or I saw another copy, exact same, in a shop somewhere. £1.20 I think that's for. And also the thing about all these old science fiction paperbacks, you usually get them for such a small price that I'll get so many, I'll like stack them. Yes, Jura by Jack Vance. I've heard of Jack Vance. I don't know if I have read any Jack Vance. I've not read any of the Dordain series. I have heard of Jack Vance, and I think I've got some other books by Jack Vance. This, I think I've read The War Against the Rull by A.E. Van Vogt. I've certainly read The Voyage of the Space Beagle. I think Slan, I think, is my favourite book by A.E. Van Vogt. He wrote quite a lot of work, and I've got quite a few books by A.E. Van Vogt, or A.E. Van Vogt. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that last name. There's The War Against the World and something. There's, can't remember if it was a sequel. The Roll, I think it might have been. Still not read this yet. Who by Algis Burgess. Apparently made it into a movie starring Elliot Gould, and I think briefly it was on YouTube with, I think it was an Italian movie but it had subtitles, but I don't think that movie's still there. I have a habit of I've got that watch later list, and I'll add movies, and by the time I come back the movie's been deleted. I've still not read this. I think it's sort of a mix of science fiction and espionage, sort of Cold War setting. I've not read any Algis Burgess. Operation Almanac by John Rankin. I don't know if I've heard that name. Sort of rings a bell. I love that front cover. I mean, things with spaceships. I just love it. But I think more than that, things with robots. I really like those. Apparently £3. I've not read this. I mean, if I'm going through my shelves, there'll be some stuff that I might unhaul. I'm going to make a Book Mooch video sometime this month or next month. Hopefully Book Mooch is still going. I'm pretty sure it is. And there's another Van Vogt. The Pawns of Null A. I don't think I've read this one. I need to go through the works of A.E. Van Vogt again. E.E. Doc Smith, Getaway World, the classic Family Delambert series. I don't think I've read any of these. I think I've got quite a few E.E. Doc Smith books, but I'll need to sort them in order. We'll see if I have the whole series, but I doubt it. Front cover illustration by Angus McKee. I've not heard of that artist. I need to look him up. So that's the science fiction paperback. Well, that's a small selection of science fiction paperbacks. I'll show you one of my bookshelves, and you'll see what I mean. I need to go through them. A bit of a mess. I need to organise these. First I need to get the fossils out of the way. Here's where this science fiction paperbacks came from. There's there. And there's all my Star Wars graphic novels and other graphic novels. And my other shelves. And these are even more of a mess. Oh dear. Where to start? I suppose these aren't so bad. I like to stack books in front of other books. And there's more bookmarks, and there's more bookmarks. So I've got a lot of clearing to do. Probably would be a good idea to inventory, or at least make some sort of list of the books that I have. I've got Goodreads, but it's strange. Some of my books don't turn up on Goodreads, depending on the year of publication and the date. I've got quite a few books that are too obscure for Goodreads. So I don't know how long that'll take me. There's books down here. I like to stack books. They just form these towers. There, so I got these books I'm currently reading. There's the second book of the Seventh Sword by Dave Duncan. I got the book there. I'm reading Point Horrors right now. I'm making a good steady progress through those. Another thing, I did the Commando books way back in 2019, I think it was. So, but there's that COPA or COPPA, the COPA thing, and I deleted those videos, but I put them back, so I'll need to go back to the Commando books. But like so many books, they're stuck beneath other books. Oh dear. Definitely a mess. So that was Talking with David 21. Hopefully I can do this next year. Talking with David 22. Thanks for watching. Bye.